Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 40 of IWA War Room. And today we will also have an Anarchy Archives. Right now, we are going to go live with IWA War Room and go over RYPW and IWA. I'm very excited for this to see how this will go. And there was a lot of great stuff. If y'all missed it, go check out RYPW and IWA's recent shows. And also stay tuned for the upcoming episode of SPW Carnage TV this coming Thursday, which we shall go over on the SPW Anarchy Archives. And I hope everybody is having a great day, good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever y'all may be. Now, to get things started, I'm going to tag some people here. Now, to kick us off, we are going to go over IWA's night one of the End of the Line saga. And it was incredible from start to finish. And there is another night in the works, as there was just two that happened, which we shall go over. And on night one, to kick us off, it was a six-man ladder match, Money in the Bank. Welcome, Mr. Ian of BAW, Bocce Army Wrestling. If I pronounced that name wrong, I'm sorry. I hope I pronounced that right. BAW, good stuff. Go check out his stuff if you haven't. It was between the phenomenal James Smith, that boy Red Mane, the Savage John Robb, Joey Samuels, David Aguilo, and Devo Riot. All six men went in there for one goal to retrieve that briefcase, and the man that came out victorious was Mr. Devo Riot. Can't wait to see what he does with that briefcase, and I can't wait to see the opportunity that he cashes in on. Welcome, Natty Phillips. Welcome. Welcome to the pod. Hope you are well. And next up was a four-way tornado tag matchup between Hostilities, Jay Johnson and Chaotic versus Remy and Francis Dubois versus Excalibur, Gabriel Gates and Elijah King versus JCJ and Christian Bryant. And it was a very phenomenal tornado tag matchup. If y'all missed it, go check out the show from start to finish. Full of craziness, and this match was just that, full of craziness. But in the end, Remy and Francis Dubois walked out victorious, making a huge name here in the IWA going forward. Next up was the last warrior standing between the Monarch Shockwave and Mr. 5-Star AJ Woods. And it was a phenomenal matchup. And in the end, AJ Woods walked out victorious. Quinn Kushida versus Jen, with Quinn Kushida walking out victorious. And there was a fatal four-way that ended in a draw between Jada Ivy, Quinn Kushida, Jen, and War Maiden. So I hope we get a result of that in the near future and get an actual winner. That remains to be seen, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, the golden era of professional wrestling. Welcome to the IWA War Room on the Shadowed City podcast. Next up was a triple threat Monsters Ball between the Mighty, the Phantom Eddie Walker, and Severus Crowley, with the Phantom Eddie Walker walking out victorious. Next up was a six-man battle royale. All six competitors had a great chance of winning it. We had These six men enter in there with one goal in mind to win. Darius Godson, Amen, DMP, Sean the Brawler Smith, Marco Santana, and Flash. And in the end, DMP walked out victorious. In a fatal four-way tornado tag match, it was the Berserkers, Goliath, and Wildside versus the Eighth Day, Scott Stevenson and Hunter versus El Jefe, Solidus, and Isaiah Ortiz versus Juan Dinero and Gabe Cobiner, with the Eighth Day walking out victorious. Next up was a bloodline rules between MG and the debuting Brick Savage. And that man is a monstrous man making his debut, and I hope we get to see him again here in the near future in IWA as we approach our final show of IWA of the year, and then going into the first show of the year, which we shall get to after I'm done going over this. Next up was a fatal four-way Extreme Rules for the IWA IC Championship between Andre Action, the champion, versus Hayabusa versus Shaolong King versus Luke G, with Hayabusa walking out victorious. Next up, Wildman versus Jack Graves for the IWA Championship. The champion Jack defending against Wildman. These two have faced before, and they are monstrous brutes going at it. And in the end, Wildman won and became the new IWA champion. Jack Graves versus Ari Hale after the Revolutionary champion, also used to be formerly known as the Dogfight champion. It was Jack Graves walking out victorious, the new champion, and it was a casket match. And that was vicious. And Ari took that smack, and he got paid for it. Now, we are going to switch up gears here real quick to RYPW. But before I talk about RYPW, I want to talk about um, what's coming up at the end of the year with the Christmas special for IWA. So stay tuned for that. That should be a spectacular. Date is yet to still be announced, and the cards will be released at some point soon. Stay tuned for that. And the first show of the year, the Corporate Ladder. Now that is a show where all matches will be contested under ladder matches or even TLC. So stay tuned for that. That'll be the first show of the year, and the Christmas special will be at the end of the year for IWA. Now we're going to switch gears to RYPW here, Revolutionary YouTube Pro Wrestling, and this one was called Rated RYPW. It was El Jefe Solidus versus Manny with and Mighty and David Aguilo, the Revolution, in a 3-on-1 handicap match against Solidus El Jefe, with the Revolution walking out victorious. There was a promo by Ahmad Amir after, the champion who would be appearing later on in the night. He was talking about how his father's head got stomped in, the history that he's gone through, and where he is today. I'm excited to see where he continues to go forward here. Next up was for the North Action Championship and another open challenge by the champion, KD, King Dominator himself, against the new star, Zach Stevenson, a very dark, demented figure looking to make his claim here in RYPW, and I can't wait to see what he does going forward. And in that matchup, KD retained the gold. But is this the last time we see these two face? That remains to be seen. Tag Team Championships on the line as Team Swoop took on the champions, the Standard, who have been damn near unstoppable with those titles. And in the end, the Standard retained their gold. Another tag team in their way. Next up, an IWA champion would appear in Ari Hale who's calling his title the Revolutionary Championship, which he won on night 2 of IWA, which we shall get to. So stay tuned for that. I shall go over that show next. Should have gone over that one first. That's my apologies, but I wanted to make sure we got love to both shows. But he came out and made a promo how he has made a claim here that he's going to come here and defend the championship that he won that went by a different name, which I shall get to. And it was Ari Hale, the champion, versus Darius Godson, with Ari Hale walking out victorious. Then after the matchup, Darius Godson was attacked, and BBBD was there looking at Pasta, I guess. Big Bad Baby Daddy, man. A wild one. Next up was what it was called on the RYPW Women's Showcase. And it was between Mona C and Ivy Fisher, with Mona walking out victorious. Next up, Shaolong King and Michael Grady took on the Black Diamond Society, but it was the Black Diamond Society that walked out victorious, and it was Tornado Tag. Very crazy stuff, ladies and gentlemen. And we also saw Isaiah Ortiz versus Homeless Henry, with Isaiah Ortiz walking out victorious. Quinn Kushida there was a video shown of her throwing Crystal into a light backstage, and who knows what that means for Crystal going forward, as they have been rivals throughout their time here, and they continue to go at each other in every which way, and I'm excited to see where that rivalry goes, if Crystal will come back soon, make her redemption, or has Quinn gotten the better of her? That remains to be seen. Leon Thomas of the Revolution took on Colt the Bolt, with Colt the Bolt winning, but after the match, there was also a mystery attacker that appeared again, and he attacked VJ backstage, which was very strange. And then later on, there was a few masked men that attacked KD and the Midnight Rider. Very strange events, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder who these mystery attackers are and why they are here. World Heavyweight Championship on the line, as Luke G took on the champion Ahmed Amir. And in the end, Ahmed Amir retained, but Leo Blade attacked him after. And it looks like Leo Blade really wants that belt back after Luke G failed him again. What will this mean going forward, ladies and gentlemen? Stay tuned. Now we are going to switch gears back to IWA, the End of the Line Saga, Part 2. 8th day of Scott Stevenson and Hunter took on Francis Dubois and Remy, with the 8th day walking out victorious, as they were accompanied by VJ and his cousin, I believe. So, and his cousin also appeared in a match, and VJ also appeared in a match, which we shall get to. Iron Woman matchup between the champion Crystal Haru facing a mystery challenger for her U.S. Championship, and it turned out to be SPW's Jessica Page. And these ladies put on a barn burner, and in the end, it was Crystal retaining her gold for Hostility. Next up was a submission matchup between DMP versus VJ, the IWA Survival of the Fittest champion, with VJ retaining the gold against DMP. 6-way ladder match, Money in the Bank for the ladies. It was Anna Simmons, Callie Red, Angelina West, Rick Graves, Kira Riot, and AJ, with Callie Red walking out victorious. And who knows what she has in mind with that briefcase and what intentions or dastardly deeds she shall be up to. An underground matchup for the Crown Jewel Championship, as Dimebag Dan took on the champion Bulk Logan, with Dimebag Dan becoming the new Crown Jewel champion. Fatal 4-way Extreme Rules, Big Motherfucking Lou versus Joker versus KD King Dominator versus John Ewing, who is the cousin of VJ. But in the end, it was Big Lou of the Berserkers walking out victorious. Next up was Logan Slater versus Hayabusa, with Hayabusa walking out victorious. And the cap off the night, it was a last warrior standing for the fourth rope championship. The fourth rope champion Scar defended against Ari Hale, with Ari Hale walking out victorious and appearing with it on RYPW right after. So those were the big events that transpired at these 2 nights of an epic saga that shall conclude on a third. And ladies and gentlemen, that was IWA War Room. A lot of big things went down. And if you missed it, go check them all out. RIPW on YouTube, IWA on Twitch. And later on today, we will be talking about SPW on Anarchy Archives, going over the last 2 Japan shows we have not gone over yet. And we are going to go over the upcoming SPW show. So I hope everybody has a great day, good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever y'all may be. Peace out.